I walked out of the dentist's chair just fine. Yet 41 seconds later, my body showed worrying signs. It started shaking, freezing, and the world began swaying sideways. What should have been a simple tooth extraction turned into the most harrowing health scare of my life. This is a time I'll never forget, the time I had a near-death experience from a tooth extraction. I get it, I know. I'm aware that some of us may be afraid of dentists. Before this incident, I didn't have that fear, but I do now. It's such a terrible time too, since I currently have braces. How did this all even happen? Well, it all began on a sunny Saturday. I was going to have my braces fitted again, but the dentist reconsidered and sternly told me to get my cavity removed. But you're my dentist. Yeah, well, tooth extractions aren't part of the package. You'll have to pay extra. Oh. Or you could find someone else who could do it for less. Just don't let them mess with my braces I set up and you'll be fine. Oh. I told my mom about it and she gave me two options. We can pay for your dentist to do it, or we can go to the one I know who does it for much, much less. Why are you telling me this? I know we're getting the cheaper option. We traveled some miles away later that day to meet the other dentist. Then, we abruptly came to a halt. I got out of the vehicle and found myself in front of a house with no clinic in sight. Wait, Mom, is this friend of yours a certified dentist? Where's his clinic? We're right in front of it. Looking around, I began to notice a small line outside the house. The road was already narrow, but it somehow didn't inconvenience the road. I'm not sure why, but waiting for my turn felt endless. I was patiently waiting, but my patience was waning all the same. After what felt like days, it was finally my turn. The clinic was small with a torn dental bed located at its center. The glass cup beside it was cloudy too. Basically, everything here just looked old and unmaintained. When the dentist showed up, he was old too. No, he was ancient. Mom, are you sure he's the guy? Of course! Remember how many people were lining up? He's been doing this for years! I didn't have any other option but to see this through. I washed my mouth and lie down. The dentist wore his glasses. Lord, please, please, please protect me. You remember the number of nerves you place in the human mouth, right? It's too much for me to bear if they all react to what's going to happen. He injected me with anesthesia, but it stung twice because he had to do it 2 times. Once I didn't feel anything anymore, he wielded the forceps and pulled my tooth. As a victim, patient, I definitely didn't feel any pain, but I could definitely feel the tugging. It felt like he was pulling something out of concrete. You have no idea how squeamish I got recalling this. Anyway, back to the story. I felt every bit of movement, until I didn't. Surprisingly, it was quick. Once the tooth was out, he told me to gargle cold water to stop the bleeding. Just the thought of my gums or my teeth bleeding gets me squeamish, so I immediately felt enfeebled after hearing it. We left the clinic and looked for a ride back home at the station. But somehow, I started feeling worse. Was it because of me feeling all squeamish? I don't know. But right when we left the clinic, my body temperature was gradually dropping. My hands and legs were shaking, and the world was swaying. I gazed at the ground, trying to steady myself, and my mom noticed it. Mom, I think we need to go to the hospital. What? We don't need to. You just need some water. Look, you didn't drink anything yet. Here, have some water. You know what? Maybe she was right. Maybe it was all in my head and I was just dehydrated. After waiting a while, we got a ride and we were finally heading home. But as we rode home, I felt like I wasn't heading home. I was heading somewhere permanent. My teeth began to chatter, thoughts started slowing down, and my entire body began to shiver. That's when my mom realized it wasn't the nerves. It was a serious matter. We rushed to a hospital and went straight to the doctor. I was shivering and disassociating with reality while the doctor listened to my mom's frantic explanation. The doctor left to get what we needed, so I was just sitting there, shivering uncontrollably. I kept thinking that this was my end. 23 years on Earth, only to be undone by losing a tooth. When he came back, I expected machines, maybe an IV, maybe the ER. Instead, what he handed me was chocolate. Eat it. It isn't working. Have some more. Okay. Still isn't working. It will shortly. Here, have some more. Still, nothing happened. But just as he predicted, I slowly felt better. My body stopped shaking. I wasn't feeling like I was about to faint anymore, and I felt warm again. I saw relief wash over my mom's face. The doctor guessed that I didn't eat anything before the extraction, And he was right on the mark. But that day, a new fear was instilled in me. What I thought was a simple tooth extraction became an operation that almost extracted me. So, if you ever have a dental appointment, never ever go on an empty stomach. Thanks for watching! By the way, last time I checked, we're close to 100 subscribers! So if you can subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. Thanks! See you next time!